We're only a week away from the release of the Sand Andreas Mercenaries update in GTA Online. In this video, I'll be sharing my predictions on how much money you'll likely need to afford everything in the update right from the start, without considering drip feed content. So let's jump right in. Before we begin, I want to clarify that the numbers mentioned in this video are just mere predictions. However, I'll be drawing inspiration from existing in-game elements such as comparable vehicles and weapons to estimate the prices. This way we can have a better understanding of what to expect. Let's dive into what we've gathered so far from the newswire and the trailer. According to the information provided, there will be a total of 7 brand new vehicles in the upcoming update. From the trailer we can confirm that 4 of them will be aircraft, while the remaining 3 will be land vehicles. To make our predictions for the vehicle prices on day 1, I'll be drawing inspiration from previous updates like the drug wars and the criminal enterprises. These updates had a smaller number of vehicles added at launch, and I expect a similar approach for this summer update. In those cases, a total of 6 vehicles were released initially, which is quite modest, hence I anticipate that we'll likely see around 6 to 8 vehicles available when the update launches on Tuesday. Now let's delve into which specific vehicles these might be and take a shot at estimating their prices. The most highly anticipated vehicle in this update is undoubtedly the VTOL jet, inspired by the F-35. To estimate its price, let's compare it to 2 existing jets in the game, the Hydra and the Laser. The Hydra costs 3.99 million, excluding the trade price, which seems reasonable for a jet in GTA Online. On the other hand, the Laser comes with a heftier price tag of 6.5 million. These 2 jets are older models, and since their release, we've seen even more expensive aircrafts added to the game. However, considering that the new F-35 inspired jet does share similar styles, I would guess its price to be around $7 million to $7.5 million before any upgrades. Yes, it's quite expensive, but let's face it, jets in GTA Online have always been steeply priced, and keep in mind this is just the beginning when it comes to aircraft in the update. Another aircraft we're aware of is the weaponized Canada, which is prominently featured in both the trailer and the artwork for this update. To estimate its price, let's look at its non-weaponized counterpart, the regular Canada, which was released in last summer's update. The regular Canada typically costs $2.4 million without the trade price. However, considering that the weaponized Canada might be available for purchase from Warstock, my estimate would be around $5 million to $5.5 million. Again, it's another high price, but in GTA Online, especially when it comes to weaponized helicopters, such costs are to be expected. In this update, we have the first plane, which is unnamed but is based on the Beagle from GTA San Andreas, making a comeback. In the trailer we catch a glimpse of this plane, and we can compare its price to a similar counterpart called the Mammoth Mogul, which cost $3.1 million. Based on this, I believe it's reasonable to assume that the price of the new plane will be lower, ranging from around 2.5 to 3 million. Overall, this makes it a more affordable option compared to other aircrafts, but it's still fairly expensive. The Avenger will undergo significant improvements in this update, including brand new weapons showcased in the trailer, such as cannons and machine guns. Moreover, the Avenger will have the capability to store the thruster jetpack, as seen in the trailer. These enhancements may come with a considerable price tag, but let's dive into my price prediction. I estimate that the upgrades from the Avenger could range from around $500,000 to $1 million. I must clarify that this is just an estimate based on the limited information available, hence the significant difference in the range. Now let's dive into the land vehicle, shall we? In this shot we catch a glimpse of a brand new hot ring vehicle. Predicting its price won't be challenging at all, considering that we received the hot ring Everon earlier this year in March, which was priced at $1.79 million. Based on this, we can safely assume that the new hot ring vehicle will fall within the price range of $1.6 million to $2 million. Moving on, we have a brand new SUV showcased here. To make a comparison, let's compare the Fister Astron, since both vehicles share similar SUV styles. The Astron is priced at $1.58 million, so it's reasonable to expect that this new SUV will fall within the price range of $1.6 million to $2 million. Last but not least, we spot a brand new off-roader in the trailer, and in fact we can see a total of 3 of them in this shot. Interestingly, this new off-road vehicle bears a striking resemblance to the trophy truck that was released way back in 2016, and it was priced at a mere $550,000. Considering the inflation in GTA Online and the prices of recent off-road vehicles, I anticipate that this new vehicle will likely cost around $1 million to $1.3 million. Now let's shift our focus from vehicles to new weapons introduced in the update, known as the Tactical SMG. We get a glimpse of it in action here in the trailer, and estimating the prices of weapons can be quite challenging. But let's examine the recent pricing trends for weapons in GTA Online. The M16 came at a hefty price tag of $321,000, while the precision rifle reached an astounding $450,000. Although these are rifles and not SMGs, we can't forget the Taser, which was priced at a ridiculous $375,000. Based on these comparisons, it's reasonable to assume that the Tactical SMG will likely fall within the price range of $400,000 to $600,000. Now let's calculate the total price range for this new DLC by adding up all the predictions we've made. The first number presents the lowest possible cost, while the second number presents the highest possible cost. When we add everything together, we arrive at a range of $19.6 million to $22.9 million. Overall, it's not as bad as I initially expected compared to previous DLCs. Looking at this price range, you can determine whether you have enough funds for the DLC or not. In my opinion, if you have around $10 million, you'll likely be able to afford a vehicle or two and enjoy the update, but you might have to wait to get a brand new jet until you have enough funds. For those with around 20 to 30 million, you should be in a good position to enjoy pretty much everything this update has to offer. With all that being said, thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you all later.